Hello, good day, beautiful people. I am the Inspirational Lady Noble 365 Tarot. Welcome to my channel. I greatly appreciate you being here. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I trust you'll love this vibe, and everything you need to know about me is in the description below. All are welcome on this channel. Thank you for stopping by and saying hi. All contributions are highly appreciated. Tarot is a tool, it is not the final rule. Okay? Okay, collective. We have the ram head god molds life and shapes destiny. The ram head god molds life and shapes destiny. So, Spirit is clearly saying at this time, collective, what is it in your life at this time that you feel is molding your life and helping with shaping your destiny? Are the people, places, and things that you are surrounding yourself with, are they supportive of the direction that you are desiring for your life to go? Is there anyone around you that motivates you, encourages you, or inspires you? This could be your spouse, your husband, your wife, your lover, your partner. This could be your children who inspire you, okay? Other family members and friends. And so Spirit is saying, now is the time for you to do, like an inventory check, a self inventory check, to reflect and really be wholeheartedly honest with yourself, when it comes to the people, places, and things that you are allowing yourself to be surrounded with, collective. Are these people, places, and things inspiring you? Are these people encouraging you? Are the things that you indulge in, are they uplifting? Are you being mindful of the things that you absorb? Are you being mindful, if you have children, of what they are absorbing? Are you being mindful that you may have to or need to be an example to your children? Not to critique anyone's parenting, to each his own. You can parent your children however you desire. But Spirit is saying it's time to really be honest with yourself, and be truthful. Are the people, places, and things around you, are they, a liability, or are they an asset? And so that's clearly the message here. Are the people, places, and things around you, collective, are they a liability, or are they an asset? What things, or what person, place, or thing are you allowing to mold and shape your destiny and your future? Is it positive? Is it uplifting? Is it inspiring? Do you have people to give you nurturing, supporting help, when it comes to different experiences in life? We all are different people. We have different living situations, okay? We have different experiences, and we're supposed to be different, okay? It is what it is, all right? Everything is where it needs to be according to action. The Spirit wants you to really to do some self-evaluation and take some inventory, and possibly you may have to remove some people, Spirit is saying, out of your life, out of your circle, whether these are friends or family. This could also be a lover. This could be a husband. This could be a wife. This could be someone you're dating. This could be someone who's a best friend, maybe you've known for several years. If this person is weighing you down, if every time you talk to this person, they're negative all the time, they have nothing fruitful to say, it's okay to want a listening ear, but no one should be reaching out and contacting you, collective. And every time they open their mouth, it's either a need or they're stressed about something. Who is calling and checking on you, collective? Who is calling and seeing if you are okay, or are you having a good day? What is your support system? Is it nurturing? Is it caring? Is it helpful for you? The first card we have here is the Nine of Wands, okay? So I'm picking up the energy of someone who's had to endure a lot of hardship, a lot of struggle, possibly by yourself. Maybe you were the one man show in your life. It happens. There are people who don't have family around them. Their family may be alive, but they're not family like, okay? Sometimes the mother ain't mothering, the father ain't fathering, the sister ain't sistering, and so on, okay? The cousins ain't cousin. Okay. And so you have to isolate and remove yourself from toxic behavior and people who have nefarious intent. And there are people who they do thrive and they do survive, and they're a one-man show. No, it's not easy, but there are people who actually choose to do this. And so I'm picking up on the energy of someone who's had to persevere. Look at the bandages in this picture, okay? The Nine of Wands is someone being strong and courageous and persevering through a situation, not allowing life to succumb them, not allowing themselves to fall down despite whatever you have been through. You're someone who has stayed the course. You are the champion. Okay. And so this person is holding on to that wand like, hey, I'm here. I'm a little bruised, but I ain't broken. Okay. And so, yeah, you may have, maybe not currently or maybe is currently, you've had to be a one man show. You had to do it all by yourself. You are the main source. You are the provider. You are the doer. You are the giver. You're the one who inspires yourself each and every day to get up. And so there's nothing wrong with that. But Spirit is saying, if you are the one man show, if you are the one that does it all, but you are constantly surrounded with lots of people, you have a contact list that's enough for two phones to hold, okay? You have a plethora of calls constantly and text messages coming in with people wanting to dump their problems and issues out on you or tell you about their needs or ask you, can you babysit or can you take them somewhere? Everyone wants to reach out to the collective so that their needs can be fulfilled. But Spirit is saying, well, if you're the one man show and you're doing it all by yourself anyway, then what are all these other people doing around you? Because these are the burdens in your situation with the Nine of Wands. These are the people who will hold you back, heavy, dark energy, excuse me. People in lack mentality, the type of people who like to lean on others. People have many reasons of why they want to connect with you, many reasons. Okay, and so Spirit is saying it's time for you to do some reflection and take accountability and make some changes, possibly, and remove some people. I'm hearing it again. Remove some people, excuse me, and they're not going to like it, but it has to be done because you've been through so much, and it's time for you to lighten your load. It's time for you to worry and wonder no more. With the Ten of Wands, it's time to lighten your load. It's time to do something different. It's time to drop these wands and move on, okay, vivaciously, successfully, okay? And so in order to do that, you must put up boundaries and you have to be realistic and honest with yourself. You're doing it all. No one is helping you. No one is assisting you. But you got a lot of people blowing your phone up every day, calling you, text messaging you. Maybe they're pulling up, coming over your house. They want to see what you're cooking, what you're doing. But what they're offering is nothing. Spirit is saying what these people are offering you is nothing. So this read may not be for everyone, but this reading is for some people. There are a large portion of people out there who are allowing people to attach themselves to them to fulfill their own personal needs. And you're calling these people your friend or your BFF, not knowing that these people are using you, okay? And also weighing you down, holding you down. And the more you allow these people to hang around you, they will only self-inflict stagnation into your life, blocking your finances, blocking your opportunities, and maybe having a nurturing relationship or finding that career you want or anything that you are working on. You have to be mindful of the energy that you allow into your life, okay? And so I'm picking up on someone who is the one-man show. Yes, you do it all and you do it well. You're very independent. You're very resourceful. You're very hardworking, okay? All right, whether they want to block this throat chakra or not, I'm getting this message out. And so you do not need these extra people, these species. Okay. Oh, wow. Spirit say these species. You do not need these extra beings around you at this time. These people, these humans, they're NPCs, they're soulless beings. They're after what you are after. They don't have the same as you. You're dealing with people and you're allowing people in your life who are not on your frequency. They're not on your vibration. There is nothing they have to offer you because there's nothing that they want to offer themselves. So if their cup is empty, they have nothing to offer you, but you are giving of yourself. Even if it's your time, even if it's someone pulling up saying what you're cooking today and always wanting to play, even if it's someone calling you and blowing your phone up and don't want nothing but to tell you their problems or who they mad at or who's cheating, or, that's your time. Your time is currency, which is very valuable. Spirit is saying you should feel offended by this. Spirit said you should feel offended by this. So prepare to put up some boundaries and stick to them, okay? And this does not mean get into a confrontation. or screaming and get into a screaming match. This is simply meaning setting your boundaries and respecting your boundaries, enforcing them where people will respect them. You have to stop answering the phone, stop responding to text message. Whoever this is coming over somebody's house every day looking for food, you have to stop those things. Those are groceries that you have to buy, that you go out and you work for. Yes, you don't mind sharing a plate, but how long and how many times are you going to do this? I mean, it's getting on your nerves, okay? I mean, come on. You know who you are. It's time to stop it. These people are not friends. They're false, they're fake, they're phony. And so Spirit wants you to acknowledge it and get rid of these people, okay? The next card we have is here is the Three of Coins. Okay, your idea is to build with like-minded energy, people who have the same vibration as you, people who have the same like-minded energy of you as you. You're someone who works. You take care of yourself. You're independent. I'm picking that up. So you need to be around other friends who work, who punch a clock. Okay, and they're independent. Okay. And so it's not a one-sided situation where the scales are tipped. It's a fair situation where there's reciprocity being exchanged. If it's necessary, that necessary for you to have that association of friends, make sure that it's a well-balanced relationship, Spirit is saying, because I'm picking up on the energy of someone who's allowing people to use them. So Spirit wants you to actually sit down and think about everything that I'm saying in this read. You know who you are. There's no need to get angry. It is what it is, okay? Source will use whoever they need to use to get a message through. And so you are the captain of your ship. You are in full control. You do have say-so of how you want your life to go, okay? And so though you may want to sit on your throne, the King of Swords, you see there's a knife through the jaw, okay? You're constantly building. This energy here represents someone constantly building. Maybe you're saving because you're desiring to make a large purchase. But because everyone knows your business or they know that you're free-hearted, they come and ask you to borrow money all the time. And you're giving it to them. You're trying to build, you're working hard, picking up overtime, but there's someone always coming to try to snatch what you have or try to sabotage what you are trying to build. It's time for you to not allow it no longer. The next card we have here is the Six of Wands. It's time for you to go ahead and make that large purchase, if it's a home, a car, a vacation, whatever you are desiring. And the next time someone calls you and asks you for a favor, don't be afraid to use the word no. There are people who are scared to use the alphabet, the N and the O. They are afraid to flex their mouths. No, get in the mirror and practice no, saying no to people. It is not a negative thing. It is not a bad thing. You must take care of yourself and make sure your cup is full first. It is okay to say no, and you need not to be a care bear, because these people who are around you, they could be possibly laughing and talking and mocking how they are taking advantage of you. Oh, I don't have so-and-so. I'm about to call the collective. They got it. Watch this. Watch this, dog. I'm about to call over there and get so. These people are like laughing about how they take advantage of you, and it needs to stop. And Spirit knows, your ancestors know, so they convey it through this message. These are not your friends, man. Do not allow them to deplete you to the point you are left out in the cold and you have nothing for yourself. You are the MVP. You have to save yourself, okay? You do matter. You do matter. The next card we have here is the Queen of Wands. Okay? Just like that giant Q-tip is going through that ear. Okay? Set them boundaries and make sure they hear you loud and clear. No more. And do this through your actions. Spirit is saying, do this through your actions. You don't need to front anyone off. Do this through your actions. Set your boundaries and stick to them. You don't need to blab them to no one. Set your boundaries and stick to it and don't turn back. Eventually, they will get the point, okay? But it's time for you, to take charge of your life, basically. Who's shaping and helping you mold your life. Take accountability. These people are not influential to you. They're not supportive. They're takers. They're not givers, okay? And anytime you saturate yourself around people who are takers, you are bound to drizzle. You are bound to drizzle. And so Spirit wants you to avoid this energy here. It's time to be mindful, okay? All right. So this concludes the read. I trust and hope it assists you for your highest good. Later.